LEGO Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu is one of my favorite shows of all time. When I was a kid, I remember trying to find any way possible to keep up with the show. We didn't have cable TV or anything in the house during those years, so my siblings and I had to rely on DVDs or sketchy websites to watch the episodes. Over time, I kind of fell off of Ninjago, not because I stopped liking it, but because I got busy and was watching other shows. I remember it was during my freshman year of college, a little after the COVID pandemic, when I got wind that the 15th and final season of the series was coming out. So at the time, I went back and watched the last several seasons that I'd missed. But even that was a few years ago, so I want to go back further to the very beginning and relive the show. I want to analyze every episode, scene, dissect the writing and the characters to find out if Ninjago really is a good show, or if I'm just being blinded by nostalgia. Alright, I think I've rambled on long enough. We've got an episode to go through. The episode begins with an overhead shot of this plateau/mountaintop. The realm of Ninjago is in this weird, modern but old Japan era. There are telephone poles along the road, but it's a footpath. There are no cars. You've also got people harvesting, presumably rice, by hand. Sensei Wu is there, and he's headed to Kai and Nia's blacksmith shop. Again, you've got modern communication, but medieval combat. And I'm not saying that's a problem. I'll touch more on it later.
To forge the perfect weapon, you first need the right metal and plenty of heat. Cool it off, and presto!
Characters' first lines and first scenes are really important. It defines their initial standing in the viewer's mind. It needs to display some of the character's most important traits, both good and bad. Kai failed to make this sword because he was rushing and lacked patience, something that comes up several times throughout multiple seasons. Nia even says that as her first line. She also mentions that their father is gone, maybe dead, so the two of them are on their own.
That may work for you, Nia, but I'm gonna be a better blacksmith than Dad ever was.
Boom, we're only 48 seconds into this episode and we're already learning tons about Kai. He's motivated to try and be the best he can, better than his father. Also, when Wu comes in and asks about ninja equipment, he stands up for himself and shows that he's not going to take anything from anybody.
And the shop is called For Weapons, not For Browsing. Either buy something or go peddle your insults somewhere else.
So, 4 Weapons, being the name of the shop, is a reference to the 4 golden weapons which are revealed later in the episode. Though on the sign, there are only 3. The sword, the shurikens, and the nunchucks are referring to these golden weapons, but there is no scythe. Not sure why. Also, those Japanese characters on the left and right say ninja, or something similar. So if either Kai or Nia could read Japanese, then Wu wouldn't have confused them. Oh, and there's the phone that connects to the telephone lines. So they do have modern vehicles. This world's technological standing keeps getting weirder and weirder. Kai is instantly ready to throw down, once again adding to his characterization as being a protector. Eventually we see that he's overzealous in this area and needs to refine his fiery nature. Pun intended. Nia too joins him in taking on an entire squad of skeletons. I doubt either of them have had proper combat training, but they're ready to step up and not cower in the corner. Alright, I guess I can talk more about mixing modern and medieval ideas. Close quarters combat with swords and fists is objectively cool. Being able to mix that with the convenience of modern transportation and communication gives you the best of both worlds. The Ninjago world modernizes extremely quickly over the course of the first few seasons, but the bladed combat never goes away. Is it realistic? Absolutely not. Is it really cool? Yes, so who cares? While Kai and Nia are held up by the skeleton soldiers, these two, Knuckle and Cruncha, go looking for a map which they find in the blacksmith shop. Samukai looks like he's about to pull some General Grievous maneuvers when Sensei Wu comes in a blazing tornado and shouting the name of the show. To an outside observer, this is incredibly strange, and I don't think it's ever explained why you have to shout "Ninjago" in order to use Spinjitzu.
Lord Garmadon says take the girl! Lord Garmadon.
So Lord Garmadon knows about Nia. Has he been watching them for a while? Actually, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. They knew the map was there, that's why they came. Though I think it's a bit convenient that they arrived here on the same day that Sensei Wu showed up. Or, wait, here's a theory. Sensei Wu showed up because he knew they were coming that day. Honestly, that could make a lot of sense. How did he know? No idea. But it's Sensei Wu. He's smart. I'm sure he figured it out somehow. Also, the surprise on Sensei Wu's face does a good job of showing that even though we've only now heard about Garmadon, he must be a big deal. This fight scene shows that Sensei Wu is a formidable fighter, and if he's concerned, then that's not good. So they yoink Nia away and dip, leaving Kai and Wu alone.
What do we have that's so important to them, and why would they take my sister?
Kai is mad that Sensei Wu didn't do more to stop the skeletons and to keep his sister from getting captured. All very valid. And then Wu decides that now is the perfect time for a backstory and says the thing.
Long before time had a name, Ninjago was created by the first Spinjitzu master.
Oh man, that brings back memories. This means more to me than the Fire Nation attacked line. The realm of Ninjago was created by the first Spinjitzu master using the 4 golden weapons of creation. The master's oldest son ended up trying to steal the 4 golden weapons, but was defeated by the younger. The younger son hid the weapons and stationed guardians to protect them. Then he made the map that was given to Kai's father for safekeeping. Kai brilliantly deduces that Wu is the younger brother. Honestly, that's pretty good detective work right there. There wasn't a lot to go off in that story. Sensei Wu tells Kai that there is fire in him. Ooh, foreshadowing. And that he can help turn him into a Spinjitzu master.
Clunky mule, you are not even ready to finish my pinky toe.
That becomes a reoccurring phrase throughout the show.
If you want to get your sister back, you must control the fire that burns inside.
Okay, then when do we start?
Kai is being surprisingly open to this whole thing. Think about it. A weird old man came to your shop and then immediately vanishes. Already strange. Then later that day, a group of magic evil skeletons pull up in a frickin' skull monster truck and attack you randomly. And then that same old guy comes back and saves you, but not your sister. Then he tells you that an ultimate evil guy is coming and he needs to train you to become a super ninja to stop him, all the while semi-blackmailing you with your sister's danger to get you to join. That's quite a day. Although I guess he doesn't really have a choice, does he? The heck is this? Look at Wu, bro's a frickin' spider.
Aren't we in a little bit of a rush since they have the map?
Yes, you are. This comes up again a bit later, so you'll have to wait for the main rant, but yes, he should be speeding things along. The monastery turns into a training area, and is this a reference to Karate Kid? Or is it just a common martial arts pose? Kai gets tasked with completing the course before Wu finishes his tea. Pretty steep challenge. Get it? Steep? Because you steep tea. Anyways, let's keep moving. Does this training all happen in the same day? Kind of seems like it. I mean, he's wearing the same clothes, Wu is in the same spot, and oh wait, that kind of seemed like a time skip, so maybe it's longer. Hey, Kai is cooking. He's putting in the work. Because this is the pilot episode, I think they needed to keep the story moving enough to set up for the actual season 1, right? I mean, this small plot of him training and saving his sister could be an entire season on its own, but they had to condense it down to 40 minutes.
Was that 1 sugar? Or 2?
That kinda goes hard. Sensei tells Kai that his final test is tomorrow. Oh gosh, we got black people sneaking around. That's not good. You can see all the ninja with their respective weapons, nunchucks, scythe, and shurikens. Kai gets jumped and they all start fighting. He takes on all 3 of them and is actually holding his own. Whoa, what was that move? It turns out all 4 of them are Wu students. The other 3 were just on vacation or something until Kai conveniently finished his training. Both Jay and Cole's first lines also do a good job characterizing them. Jay cracks a joke setting him up as the comic relief, and Cole talks about how the 3 of them are solid, like rocks. You know, because he's the Earth Ninja.
Ninjago!
Whoa! How'd he do that?
Look what color I am! Wait a minute, I'm still black.
Whoa. It's 2025. You can't say that.
Nice to meet you, kid. I got your back.
I like this about Cole. He's the de facto leader of the ninja and is still willing to immediately accept Kai because Sensei Wu chose him. Wu tells him that they are destined to protect the 4 elemental weapons from Lord Garmadon. I do wish we got more backstory about the other 3 ninja in the show. I know there's lore outside like books and comics, but 90% of fans don't know about that stuff. And here the ninja just kind of show up and we deal with it.
We're saving a girl?
Is she hot?
A bit creepy, Jay, but still asking the important questions.
You said you were gonna teach us Spinjitzu.
Spinjitzu is inside each and every one of you, but it will only be unlocked when the key is ready to be found.
I like this too. Sensei Wu can't do everything for them. It's time for the ninja to figure out the rest for themselves. It's unfortunate that we missed a lot of their earlier training. It would have been really cool to see and make this feel even more important. Right now, we're just told that they're ready, not shown. The only one we actually have a connection with is Kai, and even he's only been around for a short time. The first golden weapon is the Scythe of Quakes. Sensei Wu gives them very specific instructions not to use the weapon at all costs.
All right, guys, let's chop sake this lemonade stand. Cole, you got the plan? Sure do. First, we lower ourselves down the ledge, and then... Where's Kai?
Kai running off, as annoying as it may be, is not unreasonable. The other three have spent who knows how long together working as a team. The subtle detail of Jay asking Cole for a plan emphasizes his leadership position. Kai, though, knows none of this. He literally met them 12 hours ago while he was brushing his teeth. He also probably wants to get this done as fast as possible so they can hurry up and save his sister.
It's upside down. They're digging in the wrong spot.
Okay, rant time. First of all, that map is not upside down. Second, let's assume it was upside down. There's no way that the skeletons would not have noticed. For at least 3 days, right? I mean, we got 2 days of Kai training, and then this day right here. It's stupid and a lame excuse for the skeletons not having found the scythe. Literally anything would have been better. Not mentioning it at all. Just letting the reason that they don't have the weapon be because they haven't found it yet would have been much better. Anyways, there's some interesting stuff on the map, so let's take a look at that too. We got what looks like a modern city in the bottom corner, so that must be Ninjago City. Maybe the world is more modern than I think. Then there's the monastery here, I believe, and then the rest of these spots. Also, when the map is set down on the table, it's mirrored compared to what it was in Samakai's hand. Maybe the map is double-sided? I don't know.
Hey, before you race off again, you need to remember we're a team.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you tell him, Cole. It looks like Jay pushes the stone the last few inches alone. See that strong? Crazy.
Now that we've got the side, let's sneak out while those boneheads are still busy.
I'm sure that'll be fine. Oh, but that is not. They start fighting the skeletons, and Jay starts to mimic the training course from the monastery dojo, and by doing so, he unlocks Spinjitzu. This implies that the dojo course is specifically designed to teach Spinjitzu, which, yeah, actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, right, that dragon shows up.
No, Kai, bad idea. Sensei told us not to.
Kai uses the scythe, and they escape where Sensei is waiting.
I told you not to use the scythe.
He did it. What? I warned him, Sensei.
No, you didn't. That was Jay. The closing scene is of Lord Garmadon laughing about how everything is going to plan. As a pilot episode, it could have been much worse. I mean, it got me hooked. This one was titled The Way of the Ninja, which I think fits it well enough. This is a world that we don't know anything about, and we got our first experience through the eyes of Kai. We got to learn alongside him about Spinjitzu and Garmadon and the golden weapons. There's that saying, show, don't tell, and that's what this episode did in those specific areas. The other three ninja are lacking as much substance, and I think the plot is moving a little fast, but I completely understand why. The writers are shoving a full season of story into 2 episodes, and because of that, I really can't be upset. There's a second pilot episode that I'll cover in the next video. It wraps up this small storyline and sets up season 1. If y'all like this video and that one, I'll continue into season 1, assuming I don't get a copyright strike from YouTube. Also, huge shout out to Overanalyzing Avatar. He's the main inspiration for this video series and honestly the YouTube channel as a whole. If you don't know him, he does this sort of thing, but for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's way better than I'll ever be. Anyways, let me know what you thought. I'll see you in the next video.